Hello, I'm Agus Muhamad Bintang. Today I'm gonna tell you about my material that called reflection and application semantic in education. So the first thing I want to show you about my PowerPoint. Okay, so this is my PowerPoint. So today we will discussing about the role of semantic in education. Okay, the first thing that I want to tell you about what is semantics. Okay, before we telling you about the role of semantic in education. So in this PowerPoint, they're telling that according to Fiat Palmer, semantic is the study of meaning, and this meaning part of language. Semantic is part of linguistic. So in another cases, the meaning of a semantic it could be a study of meaning. Of course, it's like is that fields of linguistic that telling about the meaning of the word. For example, if you have a word that called red, okay, red. In other cases, in another linguistic field, the red is could be called color, but in the semantics, the red it could be have another meaning. Another meaning, for example, in the homonymy, the red it could be the expression of anger of the mouth. So why it could be can expression of mouth or anything like that. So the semantic is not telling the meaning in the literary not telling meaning in the literary, but also telling the meaning in the inside, in the figurative meaning, right? So that's why in semantic we can learning about the connotation, denotation, sense relations such as antonymy, synonymy, meronymy, polysemy, homonymy, and any other like that. So, and anyone in this semantic that content about the meaning from the literary and from the figurative. Okay, let's move from another part. Okay, the another part is telling about the importance semantic in education. So the first thing, if the semantic is applicable in education, the first thing that could be applicable by the student, it could be the enhancing cognitive skill. For example, from the word read for the another student, it could be called, it could be considering about the color, but for the linguist student, it could be expression of anger, or expression of mood, and anything like that. That's why it could be enhancing cognitive skill. And the second is about the improving focus and attention. When students trying to focusing in one word, they have an ability for improving the focusing. For example, if students start to thinking about the what the the meaning of the word that called gray and the word that called black. So they will be focusing not just about thinking, oh, this is just a color. No, when the semantic students try to focusing and have enhancing cognitive skill, they can create a new meaning. The new meaning that think that oh, the black is not its color. The black it could be the meaning about the darkness of life, and the people who never getting good in their life. That's why. And the second when they try to improve focusing about the grade, oh, the grade is could be a mental issue of the person or anything like that who have a sadness for every day. That's why when the students try to thinking, but what's the meaning? What the meaning of the gray, of the black, of the red? They can create a new they can create and building a house of creativity in their mind. That's why that's why when semantic student is a lot of creativity, they have the creativity for improving one word to another meaning to another like that. So the fourth part is the importance is about the building critical thinking. Okay, so when they having building critical thinking, they have uh they have capability for complex of meaning for trying to enhancing what's the word of meaning of it and what the insight of it. That's why this is the important semantic communication. Second is about the classroom application of the semantics. Uh, it's not about the material. No, it's not about the material vocabulary about the antonym and the synonym. No, but it can be also the figurative meaning from the teacher. For example, when the writing exercise, a teacher can instruct pupils to write an essay on a flying hippopotamus. So student can be thinking about the flying hippopotamus and try to writing. Maybe they can writing about fable, about the weak animal can want it to be get a powerful flying and anything like that. So the second from the application in class, it could be from the interaction. For example, when teacher giving exercise, they can be using the unclear instruction. So the unclear instruction from the exercise, it can enhancing student ability for focusing, for creating creativity mind and trying to make a new meaning his uh from his cognitive mind. That's why it could be an example of monument polysemy. Second is teacher can employ analogies to clarify complex idea. For example, when the teacher telling about maybe grammar, teacher can be used as the host to be an analogy. For example, a person that using good grammar can be uh, can be performing by a host that have the bigger have the good thing or anything like that. That's okay. In my reflection according to marketing, so I realized, when after I telling you about the role of semantic in education, I realized that language is not merely tool of communication. No, but it's a living system full of hidden meaning and human emotion. It's like a word is not just a word. No, not just a tool of communicate. No, tool is like the character from the novel that you're creating, and you can give it the emotion, you can give it the meaning, you can give the personality of it. That's why the word is cannot be considered as word, but the word is more could be more than word in the word. Okay, so semantic it could be connecting from other person to other person thinking. For example, from the William Shakespeare to our reader, our modern reader to can be connecting. Thank you very much for watching my video.